It's a crazy time to be alive, bro. Imagine building a full-fledged software application without ever writing a single line of code. It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? It sounds like something out of Star Wars, but this is real life. Welcome to the era of vibe coding. In today's modern tech landscape, AI is not just a tool anymore. It's a collaborator that helps you accomplish everything you want to accomplish in the digital space. Seasoned software developers, like myself, are experiencing surges in productivity like we've never ever seen before. We're accomplishing tasks in half the time, if even that, due to the enormous advantages that AI brings to the table when it comes to developing software. But here's the game changer. Even people without traditional backgrounds in software engineering or software development can now create complex software solutions that rival those of people that have experience. This democratization of software development is exciting, and for some people, especially those who don't embrace these modern AI systems, a little bit unsettling. Let's take a journey through this revolution of AI coding. I've separated into 4 clear-cut stages of what I see as the different stages of AI software development. Stage 1 is the ChatGPT era. This is the point in time when ChatGPT first came onto the scene, the first company to bring generative AI products into the mainstream. As soon as ChatGPT was released, developers started using it to generate code. And while it was innovative at the time, the process wasn't perfect. It needed a lot of oversight. You had to look at everything it was writing, and you had to copy and paste it manually and integrate it manually. There was a lot of debugging involved, and it wasn't as simple as we all wanted it to be. Oftentimes, it was easier to just write the code yourself. Then came the second era, the AI tool expansion era. Specialized AI tools emerged and helped make specific parts of the development process easier for developers. These tools offered features like code auto-completions or command line suggestions. Think specific tools in specific parts of the development process that made life easier for the developer. Still, the onus was mostly on the developer to get the job done. Now moving on to the third era, the integrated AI chatbot era. Enter GitHub's Copilot, a chatbot embedded within developer environments. Now we don't have to switch tabs, switch windows to talk to the AI systems about the code that we're currently working. Developers can now receive real-time code suggestions integrated into the IDE or the development interface that they were working in. This did help enhance efficiency, but it still wasn't perfect. These chatbots couldn't read deeper into the files, they didn't have an idea of what you were trying to accomplish on a larger scale, and they were too focused on one single small part of the code, and they didn't take into account anything else that was happening around them. That brings us to the fourth era, the AI ecosystem era. This is where we are today. We're in the middle of a transformative phase for AI in software development. Comprehensive, round-the-clock AI systems handle every single aspect of the development process, from debugging to deployment. This evolution from the old era of AI coding to where we are now with AI coding has paved the way for what we now know as vibe coding, a seamless interaction with your computer where natural English language enables you to pump out fully functional software at a rate and level of effort never seen before in the history of the world, bro. It's crazy. Vibe coding, in essence, is where you kick back, grab a beer, and work on your favorite software project without ever having to actually type on your keyboard. You can talk to the computer and have it build the software systems that you're telling it about. It can execute those different stages of development and go from just an idea to a fully functional piece of software deployed live on the internet. Recently, on a trip to Vancouver, I experienced this firsthand. I was vibe coding on the bus. Inspired by some random idea I had to build an interesting tool, I just started talking on my phone, and I used an AI coding assistant, which I'll talk about in a later video, to discuss this app that I wanted to build. Through the voice-to-text feature on my Pixel, I described the software that I envisioned. The AI system interpreted my prompts, figured out what I was trying to build, made a plan for development, tested out the different features, showed me how it was working, asked me for feedback, and then took it and deployed it live on the internet. All of this in real time. I realized that having a live application on the internet was probably not the smartest thing to do if I wanted to make use of it for myself, so I told it to my phone, hey, I need to implement an authentication system. Minutes later, it had pumped out a single sign-on with Google or create your own username and password feature for me. I didn't even have to touch code. I was on my phone in the bus. I couldn't have been writing code if I wanted to. This experience underlined a very pivotal shift for me. The barrier of entry to create software is rapidly diminishing. It's no longer about being the best traditional coder, mastering syntax, learning how to optimize algorithms. It's about learning how to be creative, learning how to problem solve, learning how to come up with interesting ideas that will translate into a valuable piece of software. These AI tools are automating the routine tasks that we all need to perform as developers, and it allows us to focus on innovating with different solutions and different ideas that the AI can take and run with. However, and of course, this shift also comes with challenges. The over-reliance on AI without any foundational coding knowledge can lead to issues later down the line. It's really, really good at this point, but it's not perfect. Therefore, while AI does empower us to be more productive than ever before, human oversight is still needed. The world is changing though, bro, very fast, and you're part of it. AI systems can help you with executing your ideas, but the original creative spark needs to come from you. It's no longer just about your capability, it's about your imagination. What innovative ideas will you bring to life in today's AI-enabled world? You got this, bro. Get out there and take a risk.